Hey everyone, I'm Jenny and welcome to my bathroom. We're here today to talk about oil pulling. Oil pulling is an Ayurvedic health tradition that's been around for hundreds of years. There's been some great talk about oil pulling lately, and that's because it's a very simple and very effective way to detox your body. Traditionally in the Indian culture they were using sesame oil. Today, what we're recommending and what many of us are using is coconut oil, because coconut oil offers that added benefit of antibacterial, antifungal properties. So what oil pulling is it's something that you do first thing in the morning, and I'm going to emphasize that when I say first thing, I mean as soon as you get out of bed, because what happens is oil pulling helps to clean a lot of the bacteria and the toxins that form in the mouth. Mostly during the night when you've been asleep for 8 hours or so. There's a lot of toxicity and bacteria that builds up in the mouth. So first thing, before you even swallow a mouthful of water, you pop your coconut oil in your mouth. Now we recommend a heaped teaspoon or a sort of a flat tablespoon that's your mouth. Or even if you look at it like this, enough that you can comfortably swish the oil all around in your mouth. You pop it in your mouth and you swish for 20 minutes. Okay, so what happens is oil pulling, the oil will start to cleanse the toxins and the bacteria, not just from around your mouth, but also from your body. Now there's a really good book on oil pulling by Dr. Bruce Fife called Oil Pulling Therapy, and he explains very well how the meridians in the mouth are connected to the rest of your body. So when you're swishing, you're not only healing the gum area and cleansing the mouth area, you're also cleansing and healing the body. In fact, in Dr. Bruce Fife's book, he talks about that this part of the mouth, by keeping this part of the body healthy, keeps the entire body healthy because of those connections. So if you really want to know a lot of the research and science behind oil pulling, I recommend Dr. Bruce Fife's book. So for now, I'm going to give you a bit more of a general overview. So look, some of the wonderful benefits that I've received personally over the last couple of years since doing oil pulling. Well, firstly, I used to get a lot of hormonal pimples around here. They were actually not even it was like an acne that would swell up and they'd be painful. I don't get that anymore now that I'm oil pulling. One of the benefits of oil pulling, people do say, is hormone balance, and it helps to clear acne. I've personally experienced that myself. I've heard of people that have had bleeding gums, gingivitis, things like that completely healed by committing and doing the oil pulling. Now, a lady I met at a show, at a trade show, she told me her story. She was actually even having her 5-year-old child do oil pulling because she was raving so much about the benefits. And what happened with her is she was on borderline gingivitis. And I asked her, I said, how long were you oil pulling for before you got the benefits? And she said that after just 7 days, the inflammation in her mouth had started to subside. After 21 days, she said about 3 weeks, she was good as gold again. So she didn't have any problems with her gums, which is, that's quite incredible. She's now oil pulling every single day ever since, because once you start, I think there's a couple of things. Once you start to feel the benefits of oil pulling, and once you read a book like Dr. Bruce Fife's, it's hard to stop, because you get a good understanding and an experience of how incredibly healthy it is for you. Now, the other thing is it's easy and it's cheap. All you need is a jar of coconut oil, voila, a spoon to take the oil out from, and to pop it in your mouth. And this is what we do. It's really easy. So as I mentioned, a flat tablespoon. Now, coconut oil will be solid when it's cool. So at the moment it's relatively cool here, so the oil's quite solid. Now, I don't mind taking my oil for oil pulling like this, because I know that within a few minutes, not even that long, perhaps a few seconds, at most a minute, it will be soft in my mouth and I'll be swishing. If it's really cold and your oil's really rock hard, I've had that before, I just crunch on it a bit. Now, I don't mind doing that, but if you would prefer a liquid oil, all you need to do is place the jar in some hot water and melt some of the oil, and you can then pour it into a cup or pour it onto your spoon and take it in your mouth. So here we go. I'm going to pop this in my mouth and then I'm going to swish for 20 minutes. Swishing. So what to do? Well, there's many things you can do while you're oil pulling. You can read a book, or play with Facebook on your iPhone, check some emails, walk the dog, do the ironing, and before you know it, 20 minutes is gone. It's really important to spit all the oil out. Now, I just spit it down the sink. Some would recommend you put it straight into a trash can if you're living in an area that the oil might solidify. That could be important. But to spit it all out is important because after you've been swishing for 20 minutes, you've cleaned out your body of as I mentioned earlier, the bacteria and the toxins and all sorts of goops. Now, we don't want to put that back in. So spit the oil out. Now, I like to give my mouth a good wash. Rinse with water, brush your teeth, and you'll feel within a few days of oil pulling, or even after the first time, because it's such a nice cleanse in your mouth, you'll be able to feel that straight away. The other benefit of using coconut oil as opposed to an alternative vegetable oil is the antibacterial properties will help whiten teeth. So some benefits of oil pulling include actually whitening the teeth, improved sleep, improved hormone balance, improved clarity for the sinuses, mental clarity. These are the benefits of detoxing the body. So there you have it. That's our oil pulling demo for you today. Get started, get swishing, just get used to it. When you wake up in the morning, pop that oil into your mouth and enjoy the coconut cleanse.